Because every day above ground is a good day. Some are just more questionable than others. Questionable call, Monday edition, 7 on the board, and we roll immediately. Team USA basketball escaping from the South Sudan. Take a look at how this game was actually won by LeBron James. There he is. 12 seconds. Down by 1. Drive. Yeah. What's that sound?
South Sudan has a timeout to use.
What was that? Was that like a vuvuzela? It's like the World Cup in Qatar in 2010. Then we've got South Sudan with a chance to actually win this game at the buzzer. Watch Anthony Edwards cheat. Look at this.
Jones, 6 seconds left. Carly Jones.
Drive.
The drive for the lead.
No. Put back. Oh. No foul. Wow.
Comes out with it, and that is it. The United States holds on for a win.
I think that's the best way said. Holds on to win. 43-point favorites holding on to win. But hold on, you got a player from South Sudan named Wenyen Gabriel who puts things in context for us. Watch this.
We don't have any indoor basketball courts in our country. We don't have anything like that. We're a bunch of refugees that came together for a few weeks out of the year that over here trying our best, playing against some of the best players ever. And, this is much bigger than basketball for us. So.
That's amazing. Question is on the board. Question, is Team USA actually in trouble? Yes, Team USA is in a lot of trouble. You can't just turn it on. You can't just take the best players in the world and assume that makes the best team. We've learned this time and time and time again. 1980, Winter Olympic, USA hockey, Miracle on Ice. They were not the best team. They were not the best players. But then during the Olympics, they became the best team, and obviously the rest is history. This is an issue, USA. You can't almost lose as a 43-point favorite. Granted, greatest players in the world, nobody cares. You're getting everyone's best shot. This ain't the dream team. This ain't 1992. Team USA basketball has issues right now, and they better sort them out quick, or this is going to be one disappointing run in Paris. We continue on to the countdown up to number 6. Presented by Celsius, Essential Energy, Live Fit, Tropical Vibe today. Get you some Celsius. Presenting, by the way, the Jake Paul-Mike Perry fight on Saturday night. Jake Paul getting that knockout in the 6th round. But take a look at the chaos in his locker room before the fight began. Watch this.
The problem child with his product, W.
Watch close.
Such a marketer.
What the hell is that?
His arm just came out of his body.
What the hell is going on?
Just got ripped out of his body. Wow, that's an angry little officer there. Jake
now he's holding his arm.
His own arm. Can we get a doctor, please?
And then he gets slapped.
That had to hurt. Stop filming. Wow, that
cop's mad.
Is that a ticket?
And then there's chickens, and there's fire, and then that was what was happening. Very, by the way, pro wrestling, clearly. Shout out to Brother Logan. But meanwhile, we got an angle you didn't see. We got a view that you did not see of the damage that was taken by Mike Perry prior to this fight being stopped on a TKO. Take a look at this ringside angle. This is wild. Look at here. There's that left hook. Perry's wobbled. And then Jake, with the overhand right, misses. There's another left hand. And now he's just swatting. He sees the opportunity. Knockdown, 3rd of the fight. Jake doesn't think it's over. He's not convinced. He looks back. He thinks Perry will get up again. And he does. But the problem is, the ref says he needs to walk this way. And Perry stumbles. And the fight is called. And that was that. The question is on the board. Question, how legitimate is Jake Paul now? Do not get it twisted. Jake Paul is a legitimate boxer. He's not a legitimate contender, but he is a legitimate boxer. He is also a brilliant businessman. Jake Paul is in the business of reverse engineering his opponents. What they do, they select fighters and brands that are popular, that are respectable, that they see clearly on film, do not box well, do not know how to box well, and they exploit that. He loves to play the villain. He loves to be the bad guy. He used to knock out former basketball players, and then he started knocking out former UFC champions, and then he started beating great UFC champions like Anderson Silva. What he does is brilliant. They take a look. They find a big name and a big brand that people love and respect and admire. That's tough. And they look for the guys with flaws and holes in their boxing game, and then they arrange those fights. Jake Paul is a legitimate boxer. He is not a legitimate fighter. He's not a legitimate contender. He's a brilliant businessman. We continue on in the countdown just like that to number 5. Presented by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. SLBT.com. Total Car Care Center, 18 in South Florida, West Palm to the Treasure Coast. Home of honest, reliable service, 1970. Texas college football. We got a podcast that thought they had a guest. Introduced that guest. Turns out she's not that guest. This is awkward. Take a look.
We have a special guest, someone I know is near and dear to Keenan's heart. She is Michelle Montaigne of WFAA. And
look at her face.
A Texas X, if I have that correct.
Caroline Fenton of Yahoo Sports.
Oh, boy.
God,
Look at the producer.
Well, you're our guest today.
Yes, and I'm
Well,
happy to be here.
How are you
Not
doing?
a Texas Tex. I
Oh, boy.
graduated from LSU, and
Oh, boy.
but excited to have
the
Texas
guest
in
today.
the league. Nonetheless, yes, absolutely.
Look at that face. Oh, boy. So he starts to get the feeling, right, as he introduces her, that that's not her. And then she explains that she's someone totally different. And then he starts to throw the other dude under the bus. And he goes, well, you're our guest today. The question is on the board. Question, who should we feel worst for here? There are three people. The dude who booked the guest, the dude who sets up the guest, and the guest themselves. I don't feel bad for the guest because she flat out says, yeah, no, that's not me. I'm Carolyn. I'm from Yahoo Sports. Off we go. The dude who does the setup, he feels betrayed. He suddenly goes silent. You see the look on his face. He's like, why didn't... But really, this comes down to whoever was in charge for booking the guest and then passing that information on. There was a miscommunication. This might have been intentional. The way he plays it off kind of makes me feel they wanted to go viral, but we should feel worse, if not the case, for whoever's responsible for lining up that guest and communicating that point. A is for awkward indeed. Like the video, hit subscribe. We're about halfway done as we continue on to number 4. And we rolled all the way up to number 4 with a fighter who won this weekend on UFC Fight Pass, who is the winning fighter in a Fury FC Cage Championship fight. Listen closely as much as you can, because there's a lot of beeps in this. Mind you, this is the dude who won the fight. Listen to what he says.
I'm heartbroken.
Heartbroken.
Time out.
Time out.
The only reason I got into this sport was because these stupid girls want to keep breaking my heart. And my grandma died. So yeah, I'm relegated. So off.
Well, it was very impressive there.
He's trying not to
We
laugh.
look forward to seeing you again. Your winner, Ian Barella.
Oh, wow. And the crowd does not care whatsoever. Questions on the board. Question, is this awesome or is this alarming? No, this is flat out alarming. The anger this young man has is troubling and disturbing, and I'm not joking. This is not awesome. This is not amusing. The ring announcer, cage announcer, he didn't know what to do. He was trying not to laugh, and then later he had to catch himself. This kid has anger issues. He is a threat to society and likely himself. This is alarming and bizarre, and I've been inside the cage. Listen, recently, and I've held that microphone, interviewed fighters post-fight, had dudes losing their mind, but he's going off on these bleeping stupid girls that break his heart, and his bleeping grandmother just bleeping died. Bro, please talk to a therapist. Trust me. Clearly, you're a decent fighter. Strongest thing you can do is ask for help. Go get some, please. Like that to number 3 of the countdown as we roll all the way up. Presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Take back control of your life. Arena football used to be a big deal. Arena Bowl used to be played on ESPN, ESPN2. Arena Bowl is now being played on CBS Sports Network, which is cool. Take a look, though, when they open this. You're going to see the skyline in New York. You're going to see the Freedom Tower, the Statue of Liberty. But then when they pull inside the actual arena for the game itself, watch this.
For Arena Bowl 33
there it is, New York.
CBS Sports Network.
All right.
Welcome
Wait a minute. What?
American Dream Mall for a
American Dream what?
For a championship game unlike anything we've ever seen. It features the Albany Firebirds from upstate New York taking on the Billings Outlaws.
Graphics look great. New York looks great. They're inside of a mall in New Jersey. Let me repeat that. They are inside of a mall in New Jersey. Take a look at the game action. Actually, this isn't terrible.
Last week will kick it off.
There are people that were on their way to Aeropostale
Albany will start out with the football.
for 2-for-1 jeans.
33 is underway.
There's a guy going to Cinnabon.
Plays it cleanly across the 5, the 10, and he's hit hard and brought down at the 20. Excellent return there.
They are not playing an arena game inside of a mall. They are playing the Arena Bowl, the championship, like the Super Bowl of arena football, inside of a mall. The question is on the board. Question, is this progressive? Or is this just flat pathetic? No, this is progressive. This is brilliant. You know why? Because the mall needs people and the Arena League needs a place to play the game. Let me repeat that. The mall is no longer the center of commerce. That is now online. That's in your phone, in your pocket. So the mall needs people to show up. And by the way, the league needs a place to play the game. This is actually brilliant. I love this. Good for you, Arena Bowl, and good for you, mall. Can you imagine, though, you go to the mall and the wife, the girlfriend, she got to pick some stuff up and you kind of, and then meanwhile, there's literally a professional football game happening in the center of the mall and you can watch it for free. Outstanding. Good for you, Arena Bowl. This is what you do in life. You work with what you got. You find solutions. You get creative. Shout out for the progressive nature of problem-solving Arena Football League. Meanwhile, next year they'll probably play it on the beach, I would imagine. We continue on the countdown. That's right, number 2. Just like that, to an AI world leader fashion show. What that means is artificial intelligence created a fashion show of global leaders. Take a look at this mess. Unbelievable. There's the Pope. All right, there's Vladimir Putin by Louis Vuitton. Joe Biden, camouflage. Very nice. Elon Musk wishes he looked like that. Now he's in a spacesuit. Go get it, young man. Go get it. Meanwhile, look at Trump. Louis Vuitton by Prison. That's outstanding. Kim Jong-il with his name on the front. Nancy Pelosi rocking the stock. Tim Apple, a.k.a. Cook. All right, shout out. China's leader with a bag in hand, literally. Justin Trudeau, I'm not sure what that is. Look at Stewie Griffin meets Hillary Clinton by Supreme. Is that Barbara Bush or Bill Clinton? Not sure. And then you got Zuckerberg. Look at this transition. Uh-oh. Barack Obama with many a fit. Many a fit. Look at this. Super Mario Brothers fleece pajama bottoms. But here, Chicago Bull, you got to drop the mic on that. We're done just like that. Questions on the board. Question, who wore it best? Outstanding looks. You got to go. Trump by Louis Vuitton in a prison suit is outstanding. But Barack Obama with all those fits, and Barack Obama, I mean, they spent all that time on the pullout. He wore it best. Too many fits. The sunglasses work. Shout out, B.O. And just like that, all the way to number 1 in the countdown, we've reached the conclusion. Fantasy football is a cruel and fickle beast. Leagues get creative about how to punish the last place finisher. Take a look at what happened on Saturday at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Look at this. Look at people pointing, laughing.
If you lose your fantasy football bet and you have to dress like that is, well, at least nobody else will see me except for everybody next to me in the crowd in the bleachers.
Yeah, at least no one else will see me except for everyone else in the crowd. His sign, by the way, said, I suck at fantasy football. Question on the board, question. This punishment, is it lazy or is it legendary? No, this is legendary punishment, and here's why. Not only is he dressed like a clown, not only is he wearing a sign that says that he sucks at fantasy football, but you know that he went with everybody else from the league, right? He didn't have to go by himself. He's with all of his guys. Not only is he becoming everyone's photo op, not just for selfies, they're taking pictures of him and with him. He's going viral. This is how you do it. You get on the TV camera, you're going to be viral, you're going to be on shows like this, but most of all, these dudes will have legendary memories for literally the rest of their life. Remember that time that Mark lost fantasy football? He went to the Cubs game, and remember he dressed like a clown? This is a forever legendary legacy of fantasy. Keep it simple. You don't got to go crazy. Keep it simple sometimes. That's all that you need. Hit like, hit subscribe. And remember, kids, while every day above ground is a good day, some are just more questionable than others. Second night to the bad guy. See you back here on Wednesday.